Doesn't Speed Film Foundation video production is supported by viewers and members like you.
You get
Oh, you alright, Wayne?
I'm good.
Alright, should have been holding that. That was my bad.
Hang on. No. Clear.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna roll it.
Yep. Just
I'll set it on there. I'll go ahead and take care of the honors. After I start, I just need to make sure that that line ain't gonna leak and
Burst?
Well, not that, but it's on the verge. It's already showing the metal bands, so it needs the cheese broached.
When you
All right, clear.
yeah. When you are working under these diesel.
Oh, 704. I'm not leaking, am I? Take all the rock and just dump it out. Well, I'm thinking 5205.
Okay.
I've been having fun running all these engines to make it. And they don't have any skins on them. But we'll see if it'll start. Yeah, I just forgot to go in those first. Almost. Table lock. All right, 1 minute. Coming in on 2.
started it. You want to check the oil?
Oil.
Sure, it's got oil.
Where's the oil?
I had the flu from Monday to
Here's a
Friday.
towel if you want one.
No, okay.
Is the oil an issue?
No, not that I'm aware of. We have enough.
That should be good.
Hey, horns off your truck?
On my car?
No, these look like the horns off your truck.
On my car, yeah, they're
Car?
the ones on my car are louder though. These can be pretty loud if they're on full air. The compressor's kind of slow. The compressors are right here. A Vi-Air compressor. So this feeds the air into the tank.
What it blows it out of an air reservoir.
Yeah, it throws the air into the tank, which powers the horn through the valve.
So you blow the horn a couple of times and then you wait for the compressor to fill the tank.
Yes, that takes forever. So there's like $400 compressors like that fill like in a minute. You probably fill that tank in a minute.
Feel like it had enough?
What?
Good on oil?
Yeah.
It's the tank.
We're gonna go out, get out of your way, then you'll be able to do what you need to do.
Is there any more gas anywhere?
Should be about 200 gallons down the tank there.
The new alternator?
Yes. I think I might have got a little more than I needed.
These things happen.
Strong smell.
so you can go in here.
Okay. Forward? Oh, back. Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay. Could I get a water from the cruise shack?
Yeah, get a couple of them. I got some of that bucket up there, but get a couple more. Okay, find your seat. Here we go.
Okay.
No horns.
No horns.
No horns.
Great house.
What?
You say you wanted those hitters on 2 or 3?
Jacks.
Two.
Right here in the rocks.
So go ahead and...
It's a designated quiet zone. No horns.
That's right.
Top of that one.
Keep an eye on me so I can tell you if there's any debris or stuff on the track.
Yes, you're the conductor. It's your train, Green.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Jim, what's on the side? That's fine. Sometimes that's good, right?
Or this one.
I will agree with you after last fall, yeah.
New 704's engine.
What's that?
New 704's engine.
Oh, nice.
I'm ready when you're ready. Oh, here comes the
Okay.
Ready, all aboard.
Okay, we're gonna dump it. Okay.
train for the locomotive.
All three cars gotta get unloaded, so just grab a spot and start down.
I'm just sweating down there.
I know, it's a silly thing.
member of ours.
Yeah.
We don't know if he left or not. Well, proceed. Apparently he's just out for a walk today. Sorry about that.
tires out and put the seats back on them. I really didn't mean to go into the siding, but I'm not going to care about it. I just meant to go to the water tower on the main. Back up past the crossing.
So this one we're working on right here is the 928. It's our newest locomotive. It is 19 years old this June. We've spent all winter working on painting it. We've got, yes?
Do we have your cutoff tool anymore?
Check the air tool drawer.
That black one?
What the heck? Check the power tool drawer too. So this one we're working on is number 928. It's our newest locomotive. It's going to be 19 years old this June. We've spent most of the winter taking our time to repaint it. So everything just about front to back is new paint. There's some things we still have yet to do: the smoke box, the fronts of the frame, the pilot truck and wheels, headlight. But the majority of what you see that's fresh black paint is all new. We went with a Van Sickle oil-based paint for this engine, and we've really liked how it's laid out. There are a little few dirt nibs in there just from, we don't have a paint booth, so it's very much, we work with what we have. But as far as how it laid out and how it's stuck and how it's hardened up really well after it dried, we're very impressed with this paint so far. Once this is all back together, we still have to do the hydrostatic test on it. So we have a pump that will hook up and pressurize the boiler with water. We pump it up to 125% of its running pressure, and then we look for leaks. We look for leaks inside the firebox, at the stay bolts, at the front and rear tube sheets, at the crown stays, any of the belly plugs or mud ring plugs. Make sure that there's no escaping water, because the water, since it doesn't like to compress, it will find the holes and be a lot easier to identify any issues that we may have when we do the hydro test. Once it passes, we can put it on steam, shake it down, make sure it's ready for the season. So the paint that's on there, we sprayed that, I want to say close to 2 weeks ago at this point. So it's cured, but there are a lot of stuff like the sand dome right here on the table. This got painted this morning, so it's still wet. And there's stuff hidden under the cab on top of the tender. I painted that on Friday evening. So it's dry, but it hasn't fully cured yet. So what we're focusing on, especially since the weather was predicted to kind of be crummy this weekend, we like to do the hydros outside because you have far more room to work. So because of that, we pushed it back to next weekend. We'll be out here both Saturday and Sunday. The goal usually is to get 2 engines to either pass or at the very least get tested. If there's any issues that they have, if it's something we can just order parts, we can order them. We're very fortunate that with companies like St. Louis Boiler Supply and McMaster Carr, short of a failure of the pressure vessel itself, during the hydro test, I can get just about any part that I'd want that you would find to fail under a hydro test within a week. 12-inch gauge is very uncommon because a lot of the hobbyist railroaders will do 7.5-inch gauge. And then if you've got a lot of money, you will build something that is 15-inch gauge or 18-inch gauge, something like that. There are a number of railroads that have visited before. There's one down near Springfield and then another one up by Topeka that's the same track gauge that they visited in the past. But it's very uncommon to see another very large 12-inch gauge railroad like this. There's only one other that I know of that has more track than us. It's the Paradise Railroad out in Indiana. They have 4 miles of track as opposed to about the 1.5 that we have. So it's much larger, but it is not a commercial operation. It's owned by a private family, and they don't do steam engines anymore. They used to a number of years ago, but I haven't seen any of that in probably the better part of 20 years. And they have, I think, 4 or 5 steam locomotives. They're all pretty small comparatively. There's nothing as big as like the 928 or the 401 out there. They have a couple of Americans, and then a Jubilee that's actually the sister engine to this one under here. We've modified this extensively so that it's now a Hudson and not a Jubilee, but originally as built by Wagner and Sons, it was a 444. In the late 90s, the boiler shot craps on this, and due to our increase in train size, we decided to extend the engine and add a 3rd driver set, because the way Wagner designed everything is it was modular. If I wanted to, we could turn this into a 484 Northern or go even further than that. But for what we do and for our railroad, the Hudson actually does work very well. We have 2 of these style of Hudsons. There's another one inside of the other half of the roundhouse. I would venture to say that we do have the 2nd longest amount of track in the country. As far as commercial operation, This is possibly one of the heaviest worked railroads in the country as far as this style of railroading, which is known as gram scale railroading. There is an extension that they're working on. It is estimated to be about another half mile of track once it's done, so that would bring a total round trip in the neighborhood of 3 miles. Right now, it sounds like John and Kenny, they are talking about the tender for this engine, the 401. This is one of 2 Pacific type engines we have that was built in England. We'll try the audio again once that shuts off. So this is one of 2 Pacific type locomotives that were built in England. They were built for the 1926 World's Fair that was held in Philadelphia. We own both of them. They were designed by Henry Greenlee, and he is one of the most famous and influential designers of large-scale model engineer style and grand scale steam locomotives. The Romney Hythe and Dymchurch in England has 15-inch gauge locomotives, and they actually run on, I believe it's about 13 miles of track along the Kent coast in England. But this engine is remarkably original compared to our other locomotive. It still has the full English style plate frame that comes all the way up to the top of the drivers. It's got bolt-in axle boxes. This engine has been converted to roller bearing as opposed to the plain bearing that they would have been built as. It's got 3.5 by 5-inch cylinders with, I believe, a 2-inch spool valve. And it approximately generates 750 pounds of tractive effort. And tractive effort is what you use to measure the pulling power of the locomotive. But if we step outside,
And remind me, I gotta talk to you guys about this.
How's it going?
Going good.
On the flat car, I have all the valves for this that go down to the shutoff.
Okay.
With the handles and whatnot, so I have all that stuff. But yeah, I had to torch out all the water lines because they were just so rotted.
That happens with time.
Yeah. And then this little guy down here, just copper pipe here, and there's a little hole. Just so you guys can also hear it too. That was for electrical at one point.
Okay.
Probably have to beat that the rest of the way out. Come up with some other way to run that. I think that might have been for this electrical for a speedometer.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, you can see the wire.
Yeah, you
on
can
the
see the
truck.
wire. So that's where it came up through the floor. And then we had that hole that basically had conduit essentially that came up the front, kind of draped. And that's what came out of the front here.
You can see the magnet on the front
Right.
of the wheel.
Yeah.
So that would have been for one of the cat-eye speedometers like what we have on the rolling stock.
And so what's the provenance on this? Is this built here when the engine came, or was this
Yes.
just came with it?
this is not the original tender. This is a new construction. I don't know if it was constructed by our organization or if it was constructed by Bob Pearson and his family.
Okay.
Back when they owned it.
I believe it was Bob Pearson who did this because this tender came with the locomotive when we bought it.
Okay, so we might have had to do some rework to it to get it in service, but yeah,
Right.
this is the one that came with it, but it is not the original tender. The water hatch is completely different. Obviously, well, both 400 and 401s tenders have had the trucks replaced.
Right. And again, all these trucks have been gone through. There's new springs on them. They just need some TLC.
Degrease and
Yep.
paint. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Profile on the wheels look pretty good. Axles honestly look awesome on it.
Okay.
All the roller bearings on it I went through all that stuff and it's all in good shape.
Are you doing polished tires on the engine or white tires, or is it just all black?
So on that, they're black with a steel tire.
Yeah.
They're clear coated, so
Okay.
that's kind of the look that it's going to have. That the steel tire will kind of accent with the driver or the connecting rods and drive rods because they'll all be chrome plated
Right.
here pretty soon.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
The main paint scheme will be, I was trying to get it to where it was 2317 because, the historical age of both these locomotives and 2317 are very similar, and they were actually 2300 class locomotives when they were built.
Yeah.
So I think going for that, at least for a while, I know 2317 had numerous different paint schemes over the years, but you know, the black and gold's what it started with, so I think that's what we're going to do for the memory of the 100th, you know, anniversary of this locomotive and whatnot, trying to stay true to that as much as we can.
I like it.
And if we change schemes in 5 years, we change schemes in 5 years, but
Safety
I think that's what we want to start
project
with.
feeding.
Hey Kenny, do you think where those bolts are on the side, that bracket, seat bracket could be welded in? Is that side thick enough?
It could be.
Or I wonder if we made
Pretty sure this is all either quarter or 3/8.
or if we made
Definitely.
or if we made at least like a frame armature or something on the inside to be able to get rid of those, that would be.
Yeah,
yeah.
get
You
rid
could
of the bolts
definitely
from
do
that.
that.
It's doable.
I'd suggested that, or you put the bolts on the outside and tap the side sheets, and then you cut and grind it away so the bolt is still there and it's all still removable, but it would all be flush with the body.
Okay, cool.
So that from even this far away, once it's all painted, you might have trouble seeing it.
Okay.
It's part of your.
Cool. Or even just welding, if you just had almost like a hole thread, if you will.
Yeah.
Just welding it from this side. But as what he's saying would be better because it'd fill the hole.
Right.
And then once you grind it flat, you're never going to see
Add
it.
in this
So
section,
this way works the exact same.
flush mount
Same theory.
flush mount seat hardware.
That's the project description.
Well, just this is not your final. You're gonna type all
This
that
is a
up.
rough draft.
Yeah.
The final?
Hardware. Flush mount seat.
The drawbar I'll make. Don't worry about any of that stuff. It's long missing. God knows. It's probably could be on another locomotive right now. Have no idea. Material could have been used for something else. Nobody knows. But I will make a new one. Don't worry about that. Coupler on it. If you guys want to swap that out for one of the newer couplers, we can get you one.
I almost think I'd like to drop those steps down
There's gonna
too.
be new steps.
Okay.
More like where it's got brackets and.
Actual like buffer beam across there and some stuff. Okay, cool.
And then obviously all this is bent. And
Is there-
it's been torch cut as well, but even the bracket that wedges that in.
Did you already put steps on there, Taco?
No.
So steps,
I did
coupler.
I mean,
I put angles.
that tread plate is
These actually
probably
do-
fine. We
yeah,
could just
couple
drop
of
them
them
down
just
because I think they're up a little high enough. They might interfere with the car too. Would be my other concern.
Right, I was almost thinking would it be worth just changing the tongue on it and keeping the rest of it, or?
I think you can, but I don't remember 100%.
Oh, that's something else we can have a conversation, or I can just give you guys a new coupler whenever you're ready. I can just send it to you. Yeah, I would have to, I'm going to try to help you guys a little bit on whatever you guys need. Just let me know, and I'll be a contact for you guys to try to help you with whatever you need.
I guess the other thing is just making sure we use the same black and gold paint or whatever between the engine and when we paint your parts. Just so we know what, so we know what's
just
what,
know whatever gold that you guys use.
Sure.
If it's an off-the-shelf color, just know what the name of it is, so I can go get more.
Can you just call your buddies at CP and say send
I can get that much. Like, I mean, for real, the guy is one of the my friend Mike in Utah is one of their firemen. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also like cracking the door.
I like the green.
Lost Hunter Green.
I still wish we would have done fourth grades, because I know we did the other side of the cab, was planned to do the cab. Because we couldn't pull the cab all.
Which one? I was gonna say, which engine has the big ventilator hatch on the roof?
And we can talk about that.
A lot of them.
What do you think?
And that one really doesn't need it, where all the controls are and everything.
No. Yeah, this one's got it. 35 has got one. 34 has got one. 300 has got one. It's actually got one that's on a hinge.
Yeah.
And same thing with 102. That's got a hinge on it, roof hatch too.
What what do you got planned for the graphite part of it?
That is going to be 415 manifold gray. That's the color that's on there now. It's a little dark because it's a little bit weathered.
Yeah.
But
is that pretty much the standard smoke box treatment for out here?
pretty much. Dale found that paint in 2021. We put it on there, and it's been the standard pretty much ever since.
And it weather's good.
Oh yeah, the 300 that's got port 15 on it as well.
It looks nice. I mean, it's flat and you can't tell, like, does it have to be recoated or it doesn't have to be oiled or treated or anything?
Right. And then actually, fun fact. This right here, you see how it's a little darker?
Yeah.
We had a torch cut a bushing out of it after we painted
So every
it.
time you had to go.
And that's how paint still looks.
Oh wow, even with the heat on it.
I have a picture of us doing that.
Yeah.
And it has the caption, "We're scrapping 300."
see him going too fast like that, you give him this signal right here to just slow down. Okay. You give it like you're on top of the car and you're rocking back and forth. Okay. All right, Jeff. You can get it from here, right?
be good to pull out. I got loaded.
So you didn't want to pull the set down like I was asking?
Oh, okay.
It's fine. Hey, it's fine. You already got on a couple. Just the next set we do, try and pull the set down. Chain it up. Chain it first. Watch my hand, okay? He's gonna follow me. Come on up. Slow bring it down. One more. That'll do, that'll do. Members of 13, here we go. Next move you guys are going to make is taking these cars and putting them all back over into track 3. After you get track 3, if you guys want to take a small break, go to the bathroom, get some drink or something like that, we can do that before we grab track 2. We're going to bring track 2 over here. We're going to do the same exact thing. Bring it in track 1 in the station, cut off 2 cars, turn them, put them on track 2. Do the exact same thing over and over until you're done. So you guys want to take a break, go put these cars away, take a break, or do you guys want to just go after it?
I'd say like 5 minutes maybe in between.
Let's do it. So now, going up here, we're going to have the crossover to deal with. So we got to have 2 guys manning the crossover. So if you guys want to ride up there and get to the stop.
I'll ride back here with you. Alright. Alright, hop on first. Oh, see right here. Facing the engine. Do not blow on you. Here, watch out. He's doing something. Wait for hand signals from Kyle.
tie it down right here. back to the switch. That's a good idea. Fall back to the switch. That's it, Mike.
Huh? Is it on?
That's on. That's off. That should go down all the way, that's reverse.
Oh.
All the way down is reverse.
Oh.
Alright. Get to that crossing. You get to either street, go ahead and shut her down.
And now it's dead.
This way we can get through while we're taking our break.
Yeah.
You also want to make sure you turn your headlight off.
Yeah.
Make sure everything is off. All right, fellas, take a break. Take 5, 15, whatever.
Rants I didn't mention to you at all, but I will bring it up and say they're estimating about $500. I don't think we necessarily need a new, like a BOG or an AFE or anything like that for it.
Well, and I'm gonna make him fundraise and one way or the other, just
Okay.
because it's a good thing to do, essentially.
One thing that I know I missed because I was busy elsewhere, is John having you guys handle either the liner or put him in a stainless
We
tank?
talked about that a little bit, and once I pop that, I'll try to make it educated.
Because I would really prefer, since the stainless has kind of become, be careful, there's a train there.
I know.
Since the stainless has kind of become the standard, just that, and you know it's going to last for freaking ever.
Right.
I would much rather prefer that we do a stainless liner over spray and fiberglass or the water tower epoxy that John was looking at. That would just be my preference.
Well,
I just noticed the W on the back of the tender is not a W, that is an upside down.
it is an upside down M.
It is very funny.
Sometimes you gotta work with what you got.
Very fair, very fair. It looks like they could have afforded to work with a stencil that fit a little tighter too.
The other thing I will say is that part of it, as far as his project scope plan, does not need to actually include that.
Because I was going to say, that's something that is a little bit beyond.
But it's something we can talk about.
Yeah, just like when I was joking the other day about the brake rigging. I was like, that might be a little bit out of the scope of his project, but
it won't stop his project because that top plate ultimately just bolts in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you think about doing this as an Eagle project? Are you for sure wanting to do that?
Yeah.
All right.
Right on. That said about the brake rigging though, those truck side frames do have holes so you can mount it. So I'm not saying it has to come back with brake rigging, but I wouldn't be
The
mad
last
either.
tender I had went to the shop with brake rigging and came back without it.
Well, that's rude.
And then I gave you the bucket of parts.
I don't even remember seeing brake rigging stuff in there, so that's a little concerning.
Now, well, the trucks have everything on it. It's the cylinder and stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we were thinking about putting the cylinder on 300, but I don't know. There's still that tender's probably going to enter service without brake rigging, and then we're going to figure it out. I know there was a bunch of stuff Sam wanted to get to, but now that he's not here and Matthew and I are in charge of it again, it's going to be one of those deals where I don't want to just rush it into service and do it poorly, but there are things that we were like trying to shoot for having on the locomotive when it entered traffic that I don't think we're going to get to anymore.
Fair enough.
Mitch is getting her ready, so hopefully come Saturday we'll just be able to hydro, and in theory if he gets everything tight enough, then
in theory
it should pass pretty quickly. Then once that is
starting to
done,
rain, do those wheels need to come inside?
that would be a good idea. Just
you open the door and roll
yeah.
Got it.
One and two.
Here, open this door.
It's a good exercise.
It's a good thing for you.
Once he's done with that, we're going to switch places with this engine and another engine, and we're going to try and get the.
You gotta unlock the door, other side. Oh,
both sides. You see that little tab on the top? That works too. Pull.
Push. Push.
Once we get these two engines swapped places, we're going to try and get the pistons back in on one of the engines. Because they've done that a few times this year.
Oh, I'm sure they have.
Watch your foot, Jackson.
It's really don't collide with each other.
Well, yeah, because that's why.
They're just free floating. They're
That's
not.
why
in
you gotta
frame.
put a frame on your engine.
But yeah,
Chain 'em up.
The other engine, 535, it had a problem right at the end of last year.
Oh, now we gotta paint that tender.
Alright.
It had a the
I think
piston
it's gonna pass fairly quickly.
didn't come
Talk,
apart,
put the chain
but
rods
part
out
of the
of
piston rod came apart, and so it basically locked itself up on the main line, and we had to take it all apart in the field. And so the machine shop
I'm gonna lay that.
has been busy making new pistons for it this past off season, and they just got them done today. So
Now lock it
those
again.
are ready to go back in the engine.
Step down.
There you go. So, like I said, once Mitch is done, we're going to switch places with them, and we'll have to
That's
put
not locked.
the crosshead guides and rear
Step on the
cylinder
door.
covers back on.
Lift on the door.
No, it's not that.
Hang
It's
on.
bent out of place.
We'll bend it in place.
You see, it's bent.
It is. So what you do then? Pull the door.
One way or the other.
Yeah, one way or the other, they will still fit.
Up, down, in, out.
Are you ready for this?
These might be small ones.
Well, they're all the same size.
Those two are smaller.
The threads are all the same size.
Well, yeah. Let's do it drastically.
Drastically?
It should be pretty.
Indeed, you're all right. Well, try it out. See what we got. Oh.
So it will be super.
Tackle. See if you can get a picture of that. Like,
Oh, dang it. Nope. I want to take a picture of them just inside the area or anything.
yeah. Like, can you like get a better lower
If you
angle?
need me to come down there, bitch, I'll
You
come
probably need to take your gloves off.
It's not letting me.
Because you need to take your gloves off.
Hey, Jax, while you're down there, grab that screwdriver.
This guy?
Yeah, that one. Bring it up here. Thank you. Great. Deal.
Hey, Dad.
You're handing or you're dirty? That's all part of the
I
fan.
screwed all over
Yeah.
What do you think?
And they brought cars in there.
You having fun yet?
This is hard.
You're always having fun? Even at tax season?
Oh, I need to do mine.
I need to do mine too. That.
It could be a little bit sideways. Is that pretty
Oh,
good?
sideways.
I don't know. I can't see it, but I think it's in there. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely in there.
Okay, I'm gonna come down and look, okay?
This is
Yep,
one of
that's
those
in there,
things
that's
that we
straight.
don't just send it.
You
That's straight and that's in there.
You don't ever say, oh, it might be crooked.
No, it's not.
No.
I think it's pretty straight.
Not on a boiler, okay? Those are certain things you just do not say.
Oh, yeah.
You know how much a boiler costs? How much do you think it costs?
I know it's
$1,300.
probably like $3. No.
Try about $10,000.
I said 1,300.
I said 30.
That's
I was
not
thinking
less.
something with a 3 in it.
10,300.
Well, it could be $13,000.
Yeah, or $30,000.
Or it could be $10,300. Or it could be $10,303.
Well, 10,000.
Or it could be 10,030 cents.
Think so? Think it'll hold 150 pounds of steam?
Probably not.
Where's that confidence you had just a few seconds ago?
I don't wait for it. I don't wait 3 years.
I can see his arm.
I'm gonna do it like this.
Hey, Dad, can you grab my gloves?
Watch out.
Oh, yeah, hold on. I see one of them. Oh.
Yeah, don't give them to me. Just take them over there. It's easier without them.
Okay, that's fine. I got them ready to put them up here on the tender.
Here's my phone.
This isn't in my department, I'm in a pit.
We appreciate it.
Hey, you over there. Hold the
Would you
thing
look
up for
at
it.
that?
Hold the wrench. Help the man. Jeez, I'm a pro.
Just don't fall in.
Don't punch him.
Yes, the thinking foreman.
Don't punch him.
I've seen this sculpture.
Just don't fall in.
Are you loosening?
You have my permission.
I was gonna say, we're starting to see muscles flex. He's definitely not listening.
That or it's getting.
Keep going.
Go!
Because it doesn't get loose really fast.
Yeah.
It's pipe thread, so if you do that, I'd be impressed.
Not with him. No, that's not a problem.
All right, Mitch. All right, Jax, you gotta hold the wrench up there for him. Get your milk crate if you need it. You got it? Okay.
I can do this!
It was like us working on the car the other day. But yeah, I agree. You're totally right. Like, just because that was done. And nobody said anything about it because I put the stickers on the other day.
I can't tell if that's just your normal shape there, Mitch, or is that like is it tight?
Oh, Mike, you might want to call back to the Wabash. Yeah. Just because I don't have Messenger yet, she's thinking about
Got some steam on his glasses there.
it. So she actually wants to like do research to see that. You know,
All right, Jax. I think we're done.
if you could just add this.
You want us to go ahead and
So then she actually can see proof that I'm
you want us to go ahead and move forward? So you can try to back.
Yeah, Joe said that I can
Michael.
since you had it.
Spider. Cool chains, please.
I was just doing what he had mentioned.
Hands low.
All right, chains are out.
Chains are out.
I gotta watch it. Whoa. Whoa, that's so cool.
I'm always going back and forth. I'm like, I kind of wish we had a couple of windows in the roundhouse, and then I'm like, yeah. Or somebody
Or the
hits
flood.
him with, or somebody hits him with a baseball.
Is that door pretty impervious when it floods between the two bays, or
No,
just leave it open?
it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this will be good. it's a heavy bridge. This one's a lot more awkward. This one's a new engineer that's just going to flip it.